Welcome to Behavior and Law. So this venue seems to cater to a certain audience. The workers there aren't alarmed that this man had a weapon, indicating that they're expecting him to have it. The man in turn casually hands over his weapon, indicating that they are familiar with each other and that he expected to hand over his weapon. Furthermore, the metal detector and the workers themselves are blocking the area behind them, the worker giving the man a gentle go-ahead to allow access to the meeting, further evidence that this seems to be a private gathering. As the Joker laughs without showing himself, he grabs the attention in the room, creating an atmosphere of confusion and discomfort from an apparently unfamiliar sound. With this, we can reasonably assume that the Joker was not expected or invited to be there and is likely trespassing. In New York, a person is guilty of trespassing when he knowingly enters or remains unlawfully in or upon premises, which is what he appears to be doing here. By not first showing himself, he had already planned to create the desired result of discomfort, whereas a non-threatening person would have first shown themselves, like him. We can reasonably assume that the Joker therefore knowingly entered and now remains unlawfully in this premise. Let's go further though and take a look at criminal trespass in the third degree, which states that a person is guilty when he knowingly enters or remains unlawfully in a building or upon real property, which is fenced or otherwise enclosed in a manner designed to exclude intruders. This is what I was originally talking about with the metal detectors and the workers, creating this enclosure to exclude intruders to this area, and so we can upgrade the Joker's charge to criminal trespass in the third degree.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my boy here pull your head off.
Yeah, the Joker is certainly unwelcome here. Here we see the Joker taking a pencil and drilling it through the table. Now you might say that this is just an insignificant hole in a table, but for the purposes of this video, let's take a look at another offense. Criminal mischief in the fourth degree. In criminal mischief in the fourth degree, a person is guilty when having no right to do so, nor any reasonable ground to believe that he or she has such a right. He or she intentionally damages property of another person. So we've already established that the Joker does not belong there. He was threatened upon entering the meeting area, so thinking that he has the right to intentionally damage property in that area that belongs to another person is extremely unlikely. So we can add criminal mischief in the fourth degree to the list of charges.
I'm gonna make this pencil disappear.
Let's see what he means by that.
It's gone.
Here the Joker slams the head of this man on the area of the table where the pencil is supposedly protruding from, thus making it disappear. Now let me begin first by explaining the pencil's criminal role in this offense. In New York, a dangerous instrument means any instrument, article, or substance, which under the circumstances in which it is used, attempted to be used, or threatened to be used, is readily capable of causing death or other serious physical injury. In assault in the first degree, a person is guilty when, with intent to cause serious physical injury to another person, he causes such injury to such a person or to a third person by means of a deadly weapon or a dangerous instrument. The dangerous instrument being the pencil, Joker's third offense.
Enough from the clown.
We have menacing. In this case, menacing in the second degree. A person is guilty of menacing in the second degree when he or she intentionally places or attempts to place another person in reasonable fear of physical injury, serious physical injury, or death by displaying a deadly weapon or a dangerous instrument. This being Joker's fourth offense. Now I want to go back to Joker's charge of criminal trespass in the third degree, which simply states that you have to knowingly enter or remain unlawfully in a building or upon real property, which is fenced or otherwise enclosed in a manner designed to exclude intruders. But now new elements have been introduced to the crime. The explosives. In criminal trespass in the first degree, a person is guilty when he knowingly enters or remains unlawfully in a building, and when in the course of committing such a crime, he possesses an explosive or a deadly weapon, as seen here. And we can now upgrade the Joker's charge of criminal trespass in the third degree to criminal trespass in the first degree. Back to Joker's threat using explosives, and his fifth offense. He can also be charged with criminal possession of a dangerous weapon in the first degree. In this offense, a person is guilty when such a person possesses any explosive substance with intent to use the same unlawfully against the person or property of another. Joker's sixth and last offense almost wraps up all of the other offenses into one. In burglary in the second degree, a person is guilty when he knowingly enters or remains unlawfully in a building with intent to commit a crime therein, and when, in effecting entry or while in the building or in immediate flight therefrom. I'll explain that in a little while. He or another participant in the crime is armed with explosives or a deadly weapon, or causes physical injury to any person who is not a participant in the crime, or uses or threatens the immediate use of a dangerous instrument.
I'm gonna make this pencil disappear.
Adding burglary in the second degree to his list of charges. So this is what immediate flight therefrom means. He's armed with explosives and is leaving the scene of the crime while continuing to threaten the guys there. So as he's leaving, immediate flight therefrom, he is armed with the explosive. And that's what in immediate flight therefrom, he or another participant in the crime is armed with explosives means. Let's organize these charges now and take a look at the Joker's indictment. By this indictment, the Joker is accused of the crime of criminal trespass in the first degree in violation of Penal Law Section 140.17. He is further accused of the crime of criminal mischief in the fourth degree in violation of Penal Law Section 145.00. He is also accused of the crime of assault in the first degree in violation of Penal Law Section 120.10. Also, he is accused of the crime of menacing in the second degree in violation of Penal Law Section 120.14. The Joker is further accused of the crime of criminal possession of a dangerous weapon in the first degree in violation of Penal Law Section 265.04. And he is lastly accused of the crime of burglary in the second degree in violation of Penal Law Section 140.25. And that's it. Hope you liked my video. Please subscribe if you liked it, and I'll talk to you soon.